Wow, I am sunburned. I was outside a lot today, but I didn't realize it was gonna be this sunburned. Anyways, I figured I'd jump on here. I haven't been on YouTube in like 2 months, so I figured I'd just give a quick update. I think the last video that I made was back in May, like 2 months ago, when I traveled to Miami. So that was cool. But I figured I'd just come on here, throw up a quick life update, quick business update. So May, I did like 15,000 something in revenue, which was cool. That's like the biggest month yet. And then May was just a lot of fulfillment. I didn't make time for sales. I didn't make time for outreach. And then I just kind of been chilling like in June as well. Today's July 11th. In June as well, I was kind of just chilling, just staying back a little bit, not doing as much outreach as I definitely should have. So June was like just shy of 10K in revenue. And yeah, now is July. I'm just super excited. I'm looking forward to a lot. I've kind of just this is the first time I've really been able to enjoy my life, not working for someone else, and having the money to basically do whatever I want. So you know how it is at each level you get a little comfortable, and you kind of just live your life before you get to the next level. And like for me, just initially having broken out of that 10K month mark, just kind of making this real, has been cool. So yeah, the last 2 months I've been taking it way too easy, which is fine. That's why I live in San Diego, to enjoy time here, go out meeting people. During the day I don't go out, I don't drink. I still haven't drank in like 3 months since April. I've only drank once this year. But point being, yeah, I've just kind of been enjoying life at this level. But I am hungry. I've been putting a lot of work in on the back end, a lot of systems work, so that we can easily get to the next level once I get a whole bunch of clients in. A lot of outreach work. So I've just been building out our entire SMS backend when it comes to the sales process, etc. So yeah, just ready to rip a whole bunch of volume. Today is Saturday. Starting this Monday, I'm gonna do a ton of volume. Gonna pack on, a ton of new clients. And I don't really like to say my goals in terms of revenue out loud, but my initial goal was just to be at 10K a month. And smash through that. Now it's just time, like I said, to get to the next level, where 10K a month is nice, because you can finally survive, you can finally live a little bit, but it's not much, right? For my next goal, I really want to have a lot of money that I can reinvest back into the business, number one, and then just lifestyle upgrades, right? I think that's the thing a lot of entrepreneurs chase at the very beginning, is just chasing the next lifestyle upgrade. And you can only do that for so long before you have to really be doing this for a bigger reason, like being in business for yourself for a bigger reason, to become the best at what you do. But for now, for right now, that's my motivation, is kind of getting to the next level in my life. And doing that by obviously, providing the best service, retaining our clients, making sure that we're getting reviews, testimonials, referrals from all of our current clients. So that's my number one focus right now, is just client acquisition and retaining, and making sure that we are improving our product, improving our systems internally, so that all of our clients who are with us right now are happy and stay for a long time and continue to refer business to us. That's kind of the goal. So yeah, today's July 11th. World Cup is on, so I've been kind of watching that. Like I said, I've just been, the first month and a half when I moved here to San Diego, I was just laser focused. I didn't leave the house for like almost 2 months, literally 2 months. I was doing just outreach every single day. And last couple months I've been taking it easy on the outreach side. Everything else has been has been just foot on the gas when it comes to everything else. The only thing I've been taking easy on is outreach, which is like the most important thing. So yeah, just been setting up the systems for that and gonna have it pretty much on automatic here starting this Monday. So yeah, looking forward to that. But let me know who you guys are rooting for this World Cup. I'm rooting for I'm half French, so France. Luckily I'm half French, so I can root for France instead of just the US, because the US is not that good, as you guys know. But I'm watching I have what is this? Argentina and Switzerland on right now. Saturday night. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure what. This is just an update. So yeah, that's an update on the business side of things. So really, over the next couple of months, I'm going on a trip in October 1st. So my goal over the next couple of months is really just to minimum double the business, like I would say triple the business, and be doing, I have a number in my head that I want to be doing consistently, so I can get to the point where, the business is just consistent in terms of what I'm making every single month, which is kind of the goal, because then from there I'll really be able to double and triple down on my content, my ads, etc. So that's where I'm at for right now. Next couple months, just got to grind in. It's going to be phase 2 of getting to the next level. I got to the first level in just 3 months, so I'm excited to see what I can do now. Now that I have more leverage within the business, that we have clients, reviews, etc. More cash flow, more money to spend on the business. I have a lot more leverage. So, 3 months or I guess let's say 2.5 months of what I did originally when I started the business. If I can, use my time, use my energy with the leverage that I have now for 2.5 months, it'll be pretty crazy to see what we can do here in 2.5, 3 months. So that's the thing is starting is always the hardest part of any business. But once you start, you get more cash flow, you get more money to reinvest back into the business, and that's where leverage comes from. And if you can just stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep working like a dog, the more and more leverage you get. The higher you climb, the more leverage you get, and the easier it is to keep climbing, and the faster you climb, right? So yeah, that's really my focus for the next couple of months. And just last couple weeks, like I said, today was a cool day. Just been meeting a lot of people. Like I said, the first two months when I moved here, I was just really focused in on the business, getting it off the ground, was just locked in my house. And now, obviously, still my number one focus is the business, but I've also been focusing on, meeting people. So just trying to get out of the house as much as possible, especially, on the weekends when there's not really much outreach to do or anything like that. So yeah, that's been cool. Today, like I said, I went to just I guess it was a run club, you could call it, hosted by Higher Up Wellness, Michael Smoke. And I did a cool video with him. I talked to him for a bit. He was really cool. And I did a video with him of day 1 out of 365 of posting every single day on Instagram. I posted every single day for I think 75, 80 days back a couple of years ago. But I've been putting it off a lot, posting short form content. And I was there at the meetup, I guess you could call it, and I was thinking to myself, I gotta do this challenge of posting every day for a year or 365 days, and what better way to do it than with one of the people who I've taken a lot of inspiration from in my content than Higher Up Wellness himself. So I got him to talk on video for 30 seconds with me, and now there's no turning back, right? After you commit to something like that, I shook his hand, looked him in the eyes. I said, yeah, I'm gonna post it for 365 days straight. So I made that commitment to myself and to someone else as well. Because when you just have it on a computer screen or on a journal, it's very easy to break promises, right? Posting every day for 365 days is it's something that is very important when it comes to obviously building a brand, etc. Consistency is key, but showing up every single day, talking on camera at first, the first 100 days, it's not super easy. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just it's just hard to commit to doing that every single day. But I'm fully committed now. So 365 days of posting every single day. Fully committed. I'm all in on that. Yeah, that was a cool video I got to film. And yeah, like I said, I'm about to do some trips. I'm about to do one trip here. I'm going to visit family in the second half of July. And then, so really the goal is to just rest of July, focus up, work as much as I can while I'm traveling, while I'm on this trip with family. And then August and September, I have nothing planned. I'm planning to just be here for 2 months straight, focus, build, acquire clients, and really just see how far we can take it over the next 2 months. And then, yeah, I have a trip planned end of September. So it's kind of what I got coming up. But my biggest takeaway over the last couple of weeks, since I've recorded, has been moving to this city, right? Just moving to any city in general, where you have a lot of like-minded individuals or people who are doing what you're trying to do. It's the most important thing, and I think it's the best decision I ever made, was to quit my job and come to San Diego and just go all in on my business. And yeah, it's pretty surreal, to say the least, because like I've always dreamed of being able to have my own business and have my own clients and live in a cool place like San Diego, etc. Just like I envision this life. Like even recently, back in December, right, like before I quit my job, I literally like mapped this out in my head. I was like, I need to quit my job, I need to start my own business, and I need to move somewhere like San Diego or Miami. And just because I put my head down, I took the risk, I just worked my ass off. I guess I worked my ass off, but like I have so much more work to do, like it's years of work. Like there's so much more work to do to get to where I want to be, really, in terms of this business, in terms of what I'm doing, etc. So yeah, this is just the beginning, but it's really insane how much you can accomplish in just 6 months. This is like pretty much my 6-month mark, I think. Yeah, 6-month mark of living in San Diego. And literally I have a video right here on my screen that I was just watching a second ago by Greg Lav. If you don't know Greg Lav, look him up. He's dope. He's the co-founder and CEO of Bloom. Like Bloom is a huge nutrition company, the energy drinks and whatnot. And I'm watching a video. It says, "You're 6 months away from the life that you want," and it's so facts. And he's basically just talking about how you can become unrecognizable in 6 months. And like for me, 6-7 months ago, I was a completely different person. I was working at a different marketing agency, and I was living in my hometown, and just completely different life compared to what I live now. And it's all because I had a vision, and I just took massive action, and I did whatever it takes to make that vision come to life. And yeah, it's so cliche. I always heard, you always hear these successful people talking about how you can do anything if you take action, and it's almost unbelievable. Like I remember it used to be unbelievable to me when I was like younger, because I was like, the only people who are saying this stuff are like people who are already successful. But it's because the only people who really believe that become successful, right? Like if you believe that you can do anything, and you can be who you want, and you can do what you want in this life, then that's going to be your life. And so I think everyone who adopts that mindset has every right to become successful, as long as there's action that's taken. And like I said, I'm not successful, I'm not near where I want to be by any means, but I would say for my age, I'm pretty well off so far. And like in a year from now, I can't even imagine what my life is going to be like, the people I'm going to have around me, the circle, the business I'm going to have, the clients I'm going to have. That's going to be a whole different level compared to what it is now, right? And compared to 6 months ago, like I said, I barely had anything. So it's really insane what you can do for 6 months. 6 months, that's really all it takes. It doesn't even take 6 months. It takes like 3 months, to be honest, if you're really focused, if you're a psycho like I am. and was for the first 3 months. So yep, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna record some more YouTube videos probably. Like I said, I gotta start posting more on YouTube, start documenting a little bit more, but I love these long form videos. I'm more of a laid back person. I don't know. I don't like short form content as much because it doesn't allow me to elaborate and expand. It's just like you only have 60 seconds to talk. And yeah, so anyway, I really like long form content. But yep, like I said, pretty I gotta maybe do some like day in the life or something. That would be cool. But honestly, I don't like recording. I just like I like recording like in private, not like walking around with a camera. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what we can do in the next couple of months here. I'm just looking forward to like I said, where the business is gonna be at in the next couple of months, with everything that is in place. So yep, that's it, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll drop my Instagram down below if you guys don't follow me or want to connect, etc. Feel free. I don't know. I don't have any energy right now, so I sound like I'm like but I'm just kind of tired. So yeah, see you guys. Peace.